In the 1930s, after a tragic accident, a man by the name of Alonzo Billups created an invention he thought could possibly change the railroad industry forever. His invention? Well, this. The Billups neon grade crossing signal, which in his own words, is something you can't possibly miss. This photo dated January 1st, 1940, although I'm sure it's probably not from January 1st, probably from later in the year, judging by the looks of it, shows just what he had made. Now we'll be taking a look at the crossing in depth. As you can see, there are the words stop, death, and stop, and two lights, which were claimed not to have activated during the activation of the crossing, but we'll get back to that later. If you look on the top, you can actually see a bulb over the skull, meaning that the skull was not in fact neon. It kind of looks like the teeth are neon, however, I seriously doubt it. And another thing I never see mentioned is you can see neon going around the signal, under the signal, and then back up, forming an arch, which is probably why the misconception that it would flash stop, death, and stop blue and red was created. Here we see the crossing in the 1960s, and as you can see, stop, death, and stop is illuminated red, while it appears that the dashes are illuminated blue. Now, as far as I know, neon cannot change color. They can segment neon so there is a changing color segment beside it, but the actual fragment cannot change itself. At least as far as I know of. Please correct me if I'm wrong. We can also see that it appears some of the boards are now missing from what there originally was. And another interesting thing to note, the light seen here appears as if it's illuminated, which is actually pretty neat as people theorized it did not illuminate. And the arrow is actually pointing. I thought the arrow would point the direction the train was coming, but it's kind of pointing the opposite. I don't know why. That just looks wrong to me. But it could be malfunctioning, as the lights could be on accident, or this could just be blur. But in the simulation you're about to see, I made the lights flash solely on this image. If you have any proof that this is not the case, please let me know, as I'm trying to make this as accurate as possible. Finally, as you can see on the Siren, you can see that it is a smaller one and appears to be 2. If I had to guess, it would be a Model A. However, I don't know much about Sirens, nor do I want to. If anyone who collects Sirens, because I know there's people out there that do, please let me know. Another thing is there's actually covers covering the stop, seen above, and death. So yeah, enough talking about the signal. Let's see a recreation of this thing in action. And one last note, I know it looks like both arrows are lit up. I swear that one of them is pointing in the direction of the train. You just can't see it. So if there's any inaccuracies, please let me know in the comment section down below, and enjoy.